Hey everybody, welcome back to the homestead. Today I'm going to be changing out some blades on a couple of chainsaws, and after moving to this homestead we've got so many trees and we're doing a lot of brush cutting. Just this morning we had a tree that was dead down by our road and our driveway, and so we took that tree down. So one of the things that I've noticed, this is a Stihl or Stihl chainsaw. I absolutely love the way that this motor runs. This motor is easy to start, runs well, and does a really good job. And this is the Farm Boss. This is the Stihl M5271. M5271. So love the way the motor runs. So one of the things I dislike about this saw is I can get through, granted some of these trees are pretty big, but I'm going to go through a blade on every tree, maybe, depending on how hard the wood is. But at most I'm getting 2 full cuttings of trees out of this blade. So I'm not satisfied with the Stihl blades, these chainsaw blades. Let me show you. I have gone through since we moved here a little over a year ago, and I've marked these with some of them with dates. The original blade didn't have a date on it. Chain number 2 didn't have a date on it. This one is from 10/18. This was the 3rd blade. From 2/16 from February, and then I did have this one marked. This one was from 12/31, so back at Christmas time. So I've gone through this many blades on this saw, and I'm curious if you know, are these known for that? Do we just go through a lot of blades on these Stihl chainsaws? Is it the length of the bar, the length of the blade that makes them go through it faster? I also, down in the barn, I have a Husqvarna. It is, this is a 20-inch. I have a 16 or an 18-inch Husqvarna down in the barn. It still has the original blade on it. So I'm having much better, longer-lasting blades out of my Husqvarna than I am out of the Stihl by far. I use this one more, again, because some of the trees are really big, and I like the length of this blade, but just not real pleased with how long these blades last. You can see this morning, there's no more adjustment left in this. The blade is still nice and sharp. It cuts well. It just gets too long. It won't adjust anymore. So I'm going to be replacing this blade. I've got a new one here on the bench. I'm also going to clean all the debris out of this while I've got it on my workbench here. They're pretty easy to adjust and pretty easy to change the blades on. Get that a little tighter. This is not my usual. My other wrench for this is down in the barn with my other saws. But this thing runs like a champ. This thing is a beast how it runs. And once you figure out the trick to starting one of these, you don't have any more trouble with them at all. A lot of people complain, I've heard complaints, that they're difficult to operate, difficult to run. So when you start this, you want to pull the safety and the trigger and push this all the way down to choke. When you pull this, you pull it a couple times when it just tries to fire. When it tries to fire, you want to turn this up to run. And then you'll pull it a couple times, it will come on, and it will run the rest of the day. So it's real easy to flood these chainsaws if you try to repeatedly start it until it actually runs with the choke on. So don't do that. If you're having trouble with these, that could very well be your issue. So I'm going to finish taking this chain housing off of here. I haven't had to make any carburetor adjustments or anything to this. And I have had to replace, out of all these chains, I've had to replace this bar twice. The other thing on this one that has had to be replaced is this spindle inside here. So where the chain rides around right there, I've had to replace that twice. So the bar, the chain, this spindle, not really well made, not well lasting. But the chainsaw itself, the motor, the engine, everything on it runs beautifully. It's just terrible as far as how long this blade will last. I have looked up multiple times how to adjust the blade, proper blade or chainsaw blade adjustment. And I've talked to people at the store where I've got this. It's a farm store here in town. I've talked to small engine repair places about this, and just continues to use blades and bars. Not as many bars as blades. So I'm real curious if anybody out there has had a similar experience, and if there's anything else that can be done about it. So just going to lay that flat on my bench. I'm going to knock this blade off the bar here. And what I normally do is, so I make sure everything's always the right direction. It's easy to tell. So I'm going to take that, set it aside for just a minute, and lay this blade the way it came off right there on my bench. Going to open this one, and actually I'm going to mark the date on this one. I'm just trying to keep up with how many blades I'm going through, and it's always a trick getting these out of the box, getting all the little loops out of it. All right, so I've got the blade laying here on the bench side by side. I've got it pretty much even. I've marked my box that I'm going to put the old blade in when I change this out, and I've got my bar here. So one of the things I want to mention is when you buy chainsaw blades, if you're not familiar with this, you need the right length blade, obviously. So this is 20 inches. This is a 20-inch saw. But if you look on your box for your blades, there's a number of teeth. So the number of teeth is important, because if you get the wrong number of teeth, it won't fit your bar regardless of what they say the length is. So you need to make sure that they're the right chain and the right number of links in that chain. So I've learned that's very important. Let me show you these two side by side here, and you can see my old one is stretched out. It might be roughly half an inch, 3/4 of an inch longer. So you can see the blades laid out here on the table. They are fairly even, and the older blade is on top, and you can see it's just a little bit longer, so that blade is stretched out. The newer one is there on the bottom. So I'm going to get this thing cleaned up. Wipe out some of the dirt and debris from the guide and the channel so it's easier to make the adjustments. So there's this little pin right here that fits inside the bar, and that's what the adjustment screw rides on. So get as much of this out as I can. Just make sure it's nice and clean-ish. You know, all things considered, I mean, I'm going to put this right back to work, so it's going to get more sawdust in it. But what's funny is the blade adjustment still, it wears out faster than the sharpness of the blade. So people tell me that you can, let me go and put this old one in the box and get it out of my way. So we can, people tell me that you can have links taken out. You can have links taken out or have these blades adjusted. But so far, I haven't found anybody in our area to do that. That doesn't cost as much as just buying another blade. So I'm not sure if it's cost effective, but I have been told there are shops that can take these out. So then just lay it flat on the bench and get my teeth lined up here. And then it's usually I find it a little bit easier once I get it in the tip there, because there's little guides in this bar. Then I can just lay this in there nicely like this. And then hopefully get it on the saw without too much trouble. So you have to line up that little adjustment there and get the blade around those teeth on the gear at the same time. So that's a little tricky. I may have to unscrew that just a little bit more. You can look down inside there and see where the hole for the guide is and try to get these things lined up. So yeah, it looks like I need to unscrew that just a little bit more. Pull that adjustment back using the little set screw there. There we go. So now it's on here, it's on the bar, and once it is on there, I'm going to go ahead and tighten that chain up just a little bit so the blade's not sagging before I put the cover back on. And that helps me make sure that everything lines up right before I get this cover put back on. So some of my other saws, I've got a blade sharpener. I've sharpened blades on the other ones, which works pretty well, but not on these. The adjustment wears out long before they need to be sharpened. So we'll get some of this sawdust out of it, and I'm ready to get that cover put back on. Cover just snaps on, and my screws go on, my nuts. I looked at these nuts thinking maybe there was a right and wrong direction, but they're flat on both sides, so I'm not seeing that there's any difference in the nuts here. Just get them on there, just finger tight, and then I can finish my blade. I've just got a little bit too much slack in it still for putting a new one on there. And tighten that up, and I never run my fingers. I'll either use my gloves or a towel or something and see how much play I've got in there. Now that looks like just about the right amount of play, maybe slightly tighter, but it's in the guides. And of course, after you run it the first time, you're going to have to adjust it pretty quickly, because once everything gets set, it's going to be time to adjust it once you run it the first time. All right, so now that's slightly tighter than it should be. I should be able to pull that chain up where I've got about 1/4 inch, and I'm pretty close to that actually. And it should ride smoothly in the guides, and that is running smooth. And as I said, these blades are really sharp, so I don't run my fingers on there. I either use a towel or a glove or something, and then we just tighten this guy back on. So if you have tips or comments that you can suggestions about these 20-inch blade chainsaws and their blade life, I would appreciate it. If you have any other tips on tree cutting or anything like that, please leave those comments for us as well. We love getting comments from you guys. All right, so those are nice and tight. This saw is ready to go again. So I hope you'll subscribe to our channel, like our video, and ring that bell on your way out. Get notified when we create new content, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.